What's up, everybody? This is Limitz bringing you guys another high level Halo Wars 2v2 video. This is going to be Brutie v2. If you guys haven't seen Brutie, then I'll have a link in the description below. But this game is actually me and Elysium playing our Arbiter Anders against BH, I'm Too Legit, and Legkindal. And they're running Cutter Brute. And on this map, Cutter Brute has quite the advantage because Cutter can get tanks out a lot easier than a Anders on this map, and a Brute is just pretty much a landslide better than the Arbiter on this map. So even though we do have a disadvantage in the leader combo, we have actually a nice layout on the map. We have Legkindal is diagonal instead of straight across from me, so that means that I'm not going to get hit by a Brute, and if I do get hit by a Brute, I'll have plenty of time to get at least a decent defense on it, because the Brute's still going to be a little overpowered on hook control for this map. But basically the idea here is that Elysium's going to be going quick gunner and straight over to Legkindal's base to kind of spawn lock him and try and make sure you just can't get a Brute in one of the garrisons. And my idea is that I'm basically going to be going tempo second with my Arbiter offense, and I'm going to go straight over to Too Legit's hooks, and by going straight to his hooks, hopefully I might catch some hogs and take his hooks from him. So immediately here I'm going to go into rage mode, because I don't know if he went quick gunner as well, and I'm going to go straight over to his hook, and I basically see that he has not even attempted to get his hook, so I'm going to go ahead and just rage down the rebels here and take the hooks for myself. And I'm going to actually throw up a haul here because I have an idea. And I look over at Elysium's base, or not Elysium's base, but Legkindal's base, where Elysium's at, and I see that he's doing a good job of spawn locking and kind of damaging pads. And I click over to my Arbiter and I see I just missed some Warthogs, so I'm going to rage run over here and attempt to try and grab those hogs, because if I can kill Too Legit's hogs, we have basically turned the tables pretty early on. So I kind of was rage running straight to Elysium's hogs, that way if Too Legit engaged Elysium, I would be able to rage down all the hogs. But he actually was smart and he hit his hogs somewhere and I couldn't find them. So basically now that my Arbiter's here, we have a complete spawn lock on Legkindal, and he's not going to be getting any Brutes through. And that's going to free up Elysium to basically run his hogs anywhere around his base and stop any upcoming pads. So Legkindal thought I was going to cheese, and they had a Warthog in front of my base, but that's just kind of horrible scouting from their part because they don't even notice I have a haul, I guess. So I am getting a turret up, and I unlock after I get a few grunts piled up so I can fight off the Warthogs. And my turret's going to be complete right here, and basically they can't spawn lock me. And then Legkindal tries to unlock, and basically I catch it and rage down his Brute. So at this point things are looking pretty good. My base is, the eco on my base actually isn't that great, but I do have those two side pads, so that kind of makes up for it. And I'm going to go ahead and send my grunts through. And basically I'm going to get another turret up in that back corner, and the reasoning for the turret in the back corner is so he can't send his hogs in that corner and just gun down my haul. And I also noticed that Elysium's getting hit with wraiths, and I don't know what Legkindal is thinking, because that's not even a smart idea. So Legkindal is just being non-productive over at Elysium's base, and me and Elysium are going to be taking those hooks. Elysium's going to ping it over there, and I'm going to look over there in a minute. I'm busy with my base here, but Elysium bought the turret over on Legkindal's hook right there, and he's got his warthogs on the supply pads, so Elysium's going to be taking their hooks, but my hooks that haven't been lit up at all this game, Too Legit actually sent his hogs over there not too long ago, if you guys caught on to that, but he actually has my hooks right now, but I'm not too concerned about it. So we actually have quite a number of units here on Legkindal's base, just dropping a whole bunch of pads. When I see that, I have a whole bunch of grunts at my teleportal, so I'm just going to port those in here, and once those all get through, now it's time to really start maining down Legkindal because I have enough units to do so. And that's when Too Legit actually sends a tank over to my base, so that's actually going to make me recall, and I'm going to rage this tank. So basically, with the pads on my side hook here, Too Legit did a supply pad and a vehicle depot, and he sent that first tank straight over to my base, which forced the recall, but I already have enough grunts over at Legkindal's base to do the damage that needs to be done. So I don't really suggest doing this haul strategy that I'm doing. I just kind of did it because I'm able to get away with this type of stuff. I just have a hunch of what I can get away with in games, and I don't like to run the same strategy against people all the time, so just kind of threw this one at Legkindal and Too Legit, and it worked pretty easily. So basically I'm just going to start maining him down. I saved up enough money over here at this hook so I can rage this tank. So Too Legit has built 2 tanks and basically got both of them raged down, but he is actually attacking the side hooks that I took at the beginning of the game over by his base, so I'm going to be losing those. And Elysium actually went back to defend his base, and with Elysium defending his base, it's not going to be that difficult. Elysium has quite a few hogs. He does have Grenadier. The Wraiths don't have shields or anything. Basically, Legkindal would have been much more productive this game if he didn't go Wraiths. I don't know what he was thinking, but he's going to lose his base right there with those grenades. And for some reason, Too Legit's going to destroy both those pads, and I'm going to grab both of them. And since I lost the hooks over by Too Legit's base, I'm taking this time to shield my base because I'm sure he's going to be pushing up on my base with a bunch of tanks. And that's just kind of a hunch. When I say I have a hunch, I'm thinking of ways that I can lose the game, like ways that would make it problematic for us. And if he would have pushed with his tanks right there, it would have been problematic for us. But he's going to end up not pushing, and I'm going to end up getting that shield right there. So I have a whole bunch of grunts here, just kind of puppy guarding Legkindal's base, and Too Legit's actually going to send his army over here, but I have way too much of a cluster of grunts here that basically if he even fights the grunts, he's going to be wasting his time because I can just target down the base and make Legkindal waste time. So Legkindal's actually just going to be defeated, and I threw up a haul instead of going Banshees, and once again it's the assumption that he's going to premature build Wolverines, and I did this in Fruity Brutie the first game. I went Hunters, and he prematurely built like 3 or 4 Wolverines, I think, in that game. I haven't watched it in a while. I could be wrong, but I know he did throw in a few wolves in that game, and I think he queued up 2 or 3, and then went all tanks after he saw that I had Hunters. But this game, once again, I'm going to be going Hunters, and I'm only single pumping this time. and I'm going to be teching my Arbiter. Elysium is getting Goss right now, and basically we're just kind of chilling when his tanks roll up, and he's got 4 of them, and he's got canister shells. So I have really no choice. I need to recall just to buy myself some time on that shield, and I'm going to dodge a canny right here and kind of just get out of there. I probably could have kept raging, but I really don't want to lose my Arbiter right now. I kind of want to go in there and attack his tanks when I unlock with my hunters. So I'm kind of just sitting off on the side with my Arbiter waiting. And I unlock here, and I'm rage running in when he drops a D-bomb. So I can't go in, and my hunters are going to get massacred, which they do. They died so easily. But Too Legit actually plays this game a little bit better and doesn't really build anything more than just 1 Wolverine this game, as opposed to building 2 or 3 the other game. So he's really tank heavy, and if I would have gone Banshees, it probably would have been a much better call at this point. And there's really nothing I can do but really lock my base and build more hunters. But now we're forced to fight tanks, and Too Legit doesn't really have to build Wolverines. So Elysium's actually building air right now with his Goss, and I'm just going to continue to pump hunters. And we're kind of just rallying up and getting together to attack once that D-bomb is gone. And so the D-bomb's gone here. I unlock, and I'm going to go into rage here, and Elysium's going to come with me. And Elysium's actually going to be freezing right here. And I'm thinking he wants a click, but then he calls it off. So here comes the freeze on Too Legit. And we freeze, I think, only 2 tanks. We got 2 tanks, or a tank and a wolf. And we go in raging, Goss, and the air that Elysium has. And basically we're just going to finish off this army and win the game. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. This is the 2nd game against them for Brutie V2. Comment, rate, subscribe. Have a great day.